Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm very excited. I'm back on YouTube and I'll continue to do so. Uh, Today we will be creating a QR code generation app that has analytics, that has login and authentication and everything. But first, let me tell you why I decided to build this app. I wanted a solution that not only generates a QR code, but it has detailed analytics, and bit.ly has that. I have used it for my some of my posts. So I write blogs every week, which I convert or take the important parts from my blogs and convert it to Instagram post. And in that Instagram post, I used to add my QR code of that blog. So that QR code is embedded with the URL of my blog. So whoever wants to deep dive into the blog can just scan that and open it on browser because on Instagram I cannot share link directly in the post or in the images. So that is why I want to have this. And major criteria is to have a detailed analytics on to improve my content. So in this video, we will start slow and we will gradually build this application. So for this video, the agenda is to have a very simple and very small, sleek project. Uh, it will take the URL input, it will generate the QR code, and it will have two functionalities along with it. So one is to download the image, and second is to copy the image to the clipboard. Copying is needed because I don't want to download the image in my computer and then upload it to Canva. So for Canva, I can just copy the image and directly paste it in paste in the post, and it gets uploaded there directly. So I don't have to I don't have to download the complete image because of course there might be some lack in the quality. But for QR codes, I'm okay with it, so I don't have any issues. And so yeah, we'll be having that functionality as well. By the end of this video, you'll not only see how it works, and you will learn some concepts of Next.js, like how to handle form, how to use ShadCN components, and how to handle form of ShadCN and reactive forms with Zod validation. So yeah, let's get started. Video, and I'll show you why I want to create this. So here is my Instagram profile where I used to where I'm sharing all the blogs which I've created. So all these information are generated or extracted from my blogs which I have written, and all those are yeah. In this post I have used that QR code. If I show you here. So this is the QR code, and this is generated from bin.ly, the URL shortener in this. So when I add a URL on the image, it is not very user friendly or very easy for users to get to that URL. Rather, it is easy for them to scan the QR code and get to the URL. So if they're so that was the idea for this project basically. So as an input for today's agenda, just to we will have four functionalities where we will take URL as an input. We will create the QR code. We will add an ability to download it as an image, and we will add an ability to copy it to the clipboard. And for tech stacks, we'll use Next.js. uh, Next.js I have chosen because I don't have to manage extra server. This is a very simple application. Even if I add analytics and all, authentication analytics and URL shortener kind of thing, so I can manage it on Next.js. I don't have to create another server from Node.js and all. For all those advanced functionalities, we'll leave it for future. For this, we just we'll use Next.js, ShadCN UI, Tailwind, TypeScript, and QR code. This is the library which we'll be using for this project. So let's create a new Next.js app, and we will name it as QR code. generator. Use yes, TypeScript. Yes, 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 yes. And router. Yes, okay. So this is it. Let it done. Let it create the project. So later on, when we add advanced functionalities, I have planned to use MongoDB for database, and we'll use server actions for connecting to the database. Now, I'll check if I want to use an ORM kind of, I mean Prisma ORM or Mongoose. So that depends when we'll add those functionalities that I have just left for that time. Now I have a complete uh, a very simple approach for now. I'm not worrying about uh, any additional functionality or something. I just add functionality to generate a QR code and that's it. So yes, it is. So the project is there. Project is up, and let's do one thing. Let's add the libraries first. So this is the library which I want QR code. Also, I want ShadCN UI. So let's add it. By the time this gets installed, it will be ready. So I'll use CSS variables. Okay, so this is here. Let's add some components from ShadCN. Let's add button, form, input, label. Add it. I don't know I will use label or not, but let's add for now. Okay. I think this that's it. That is it. Button, form, input, and label. So till then, let's just start the project. Open it here. Say, let's remove everything. Everything. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is cool. I think this it'll take full screen, height, and just centered, flex column. Okay. So that is okay. Let's add first the form element. I'll just create it here. I afterwards will take it to other component, separate component. But for now, I think this is it. So we're Copilot is working. So now what I need to do, I first have to define a schema, form schema. Let's keep it here, form schema. This will take Zod, and for using ShadCN form, I have to use client import Z from Zod. This will take Z object, and we will have just this and nothing else. We don't have to worry about anything else. Initialize the form with useForm. Here, resolver would be solve resolver, and it will take form schema for this. Oh, sorry, Zod resolver. We need Zod resolver. This is okay. What? use URL. I'll just keep it as a blank string for your for default, and just pass the type means info type of form scheme. This is okay. Ah, copy this again. Create an on submit function. Values will have this same type, so that is I've just copied it. Okay, so we have a basic structure for the form schemas and all already. Now, what we need to do is we need to pass the form uh, form object here. And now I will add form item first. For that, I think form field we need. Okay, keep name the beginning, then control. It will be form control, and now we will have to render our form elements. So we will get field from here and form item input. Need to pass this field. Placeholder would be enter URL, and also we will keep it as type URL. Just for that, just for the simplicity. Also add form message. For any error, it will display the form message. Just set the query first. Hmm, formatted once. Okay, so now this is done. Okay, now add a button for generating the QR code. Import it, and type would be submit. Type would be submit. Let's see what happens. Use form context. This- Not this. Let's see. Chats. Example. We have this form. Creating schema. Form dot is open. Create full schema. This overall will take form schema. That is type is okay. Set in the default type of form schema. Form schema correct. Here also is correct. Okay. This is the mistake. This is the mistake. I need to enclose it in the ShadCN form component. Now it will. Now I need to pass the form as is. So this should work now. Yes. This did work. So let's do a bit of styling for this. Hmm. How keep it? Let's keep it style. Ah, that's good. Yeah. That's good. Half of the screen, and then these buttons I need to have to be side by side. Yes, I want yeah, this good. It's good. Change generate QR styling a bit. I'll just give it as green color. Perfect. Perfect. So okay, this is okay. This is nice. Let's now. I have to what I'll do is I have to set the URL. Uh, Maybe not set the URL because on submit we'll be generating the QR code. I need to save the QR data. So for that we will update uh, updating the state, keep it null for default QR code, QR code data. Set QR code. I think this is good. But if we null, it might affect. No, it's okay. Null will also null will also. That's it. So once the form is done, what we need to do is we need to check this. So let's implement the values here. First thing is the validation will not, this function will not get invoked until the URL is there. So it will send error if that is not there because ShadCN and this form hook will take care of the validation. But still, I just have that validation over here as well to see, or I can just remove it. Let's be there for being on the safe side. Values.url and the console. Uh, I'll bring the console here. Now just put my website. Okay, so maybe I have not given the on-site that I wanted to work. Form submit on submit. Yes. So what this does is, so this handle submit, this is from the form hook which we have created. It has all the events and everything. And with this, we are passing the event handler. So on success, it will call this. If it has any error and if we want to handle those errors, so we can pass an function which will be like error handler. So the second parameter is for the errors. So if we want, we can, but we don't have to worry about that, and we just submit on submit, and if the validation is passed and everything is okay, then it will come up here with values with this as value. But let's not destructure there. Let's keep it this way, values, and then we will have the values dot URL as we have in the schema defined here. Nice. Let's check that we got this. Let's add some invalid URL. So see, it is not letting me submit. It is not even letting me submit. It's giving me the error. So I think this is okay. If I add this is also a valid URL. That is why we were able to call this on submit handler. So this is till now it is okay. Let's do one thing now. The first thing, let's bring in the QR code library. And before that, I want to organize this imports. All the absolute imports I'll keep below the node modules import. QR code from QR. Yes. Okay, I need to add the types for this. Let's add the types. Cool. This is also done. Okay, so we are good now. We're good? Yes, we are good. Okay. So what we will do now is we will have to create a URL data. So for that, I'll do make this as async data URL, and this will do data URL. Let's destructure values. So now this will return as a string, and that will be the data URL. Okay. What I want now is I want to create the uh, this URL as a uh, I want to give it a big size as an image. I just want to pass an object here, and I want to specify it as 500 because 500 will be good visibility. It will have a good visibility. That is why I have use this as a 500. Also, I would like to keep it as a constant here. Why I will tell you, because we need to show that image as well, and with Next.js image we need to pass width and height uh, 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 as a mandatory in the component. So that is why we'll use this size here, because if let's say we decided afterwards to change the size from 500 to 300 or 800 or 1000, so that will we just have to change it over here, and it will take care in the both the parts from the image and at the time of the generation of the code. So now we will set this data to this, and I think I need to specify the types. We will be it will be string or null. Simple. It will be string or null. So if it is null, it is null. If it has value, it will have the uh, QR code string. Okay. So that will be basically the base 64 image string, which we will be using it in the images. So let's just collapse this and use an image like image component of Next.js. This was already imported. I haven't removed it, so it is there already from next image. src would be QR code data. Alt tag we will just give a QR, or maybe generated QR. Now it will complain about width, I guess. String or null. Okay, we have to handle this. So if it is there, so null coalescing. If it is not, then just a normal string. But still, we will not be doing this because If we do that, so if the value is there or not, it will take up the whole space as 500 because we will be specifying width and height as 500. It will specify the space and that will not look good, and it will have that broken image thing. So what we will do is, what the value was for code data. So only if it has this, and then render the image, or else don't render the image. Width would be the same size, height would be size. That's it. That is what we want to add here. Compiled. Let's open this and add this. So our QR code is ready. QR code is ready. So if I scan this, I need to record this as well to show you guys. So if I yeah. So if I now scan this code, it will take me to the website directly. See, I'm able to get to my website, and that was the URL which we have shared in this QR code. So that is it. Now, so what we have achieved, we have added input. We are able to generate the QR code. Now we want to add an option of uh, downloading this image and copying the image. So let's first work on the download part, and then we will work on the clipboard, copy to clipboard. And first fix this spacing. Let's first fix the spacing issue, and that is, I think, because of the unjustified between. So this is the major issue. Justified between. We just remove that. I think it will solve this. Yes, this is solved. So we have the QR code, and this is an image. If you want to see this, it will have a base 64 image. So this is the base 64 string which is getting generated. So this is what. Yeah. So now what we want to do is we want to add a downloadable functionality, right? So for that, what that it is a very simple thing. Add a div. First, we will add a div. Add an href. We will pass the QR code data, QR code data, and yes, QR code data, and what will pass is download tag, download attribute, and nothing else. Now we will specify this QR code string. Jeff, what happened? Okay, so all these will be inside QR code condition. Let's do one thing. Wrap it in a fragment and take all of this inside this condition. So now it won't complain. We have QR code data. We have this function. This is there. Let's see how it is. How does it look? Oh, okay. Okay. So download QR code. Okay. Let's make it as a button first, just for prettifying things. Last name will be, what should we do? Should we do sky? We'll make it as blue. MX4 and MY2. MY, no, it won't take margin because it is an A tag, so it won't take margins. It will take only the padding. So let's give it 4 and PY2. Yes, correct. rounded and text white. Perfect. Perfect. Yes. So I think we don't need this margin won't work. So we have to handle it on our own. So if I click on download QR code now, I got this downloaded. And if I open this, so I have the open download. So this was the download PNG which we got from here, download PNG, and we have that downloaded. Perfect. So download functionality is also done. Now we have to implement the copy functionality. So copying the image is a bit tricky. I mean, not a bit tricky, but we have to add some things. So let's add a button component. Again, copy image. We'll add a functionality. Afterwards, let's just do this as green. Same as the generate QR code button. Text white would be already there. Let's see. Okay, this is already there. I think we need to increase this as well to make it. Oh, okay. This is not working. Okay, so I have to. Hmm, maybe I will keep this also same. No, not really. Now it will because of this. Anyways, that is not the agenda because we are already not focusing on any UI or anything. So let's add flex and give it. Okay, now it is. Yeah, this is also solved. I think that was because of the spacing issue. So this is now solved. Copy image. We need to add a functionality for this. Let's add a class on click copy image. So for copy image, what we need to do is we need to use navigators option, which is to I mean the navigator clipboard function to write the text but uh, usually usually for writing anything to navigate I mean clipboard, what we do is we do this clipboard and write text with a string. But in our case we have to copy the image, so we need to create uh, create a blob item for that. So for that, we need to add a bit of extra steps. So what we will do, uh, so basically what we will do is we will take reference from the current image which is generated, and we will create a dynamic canvas for that image, and that canvas we will convert to the blob, and that blob will be uh, written to the navigator, I mean to the clipboard. So in that way we will be able to have this functionality. So for that, first we will have to add useRef hook, and we'll use all those states above. image ref, yes, that should be null. So first ref, then states, and then the hook of this form, I mean, the external hook. Mm. What imports? Everything in place. Yeah, everything in place. Okay. So now pass that reference to image, image ref, and here first we will check if image ref dot has correct. So what this double negation does is it it gives the boolean value for the object or array. So if object has values, it will create it, give it true. If it is null, like we have here, so we have mentioned null. So if it is null, it will give us false. So that is what we have to take care. We have to care basically inside this. So now if we have that canvas, we need to create a canvas. I think I should just take the file because it is already giving me, and I've written this code. So that is why it is giving me this. So what we do here is we have created canvas first. This being cold. Sorry for that. So what we are doing here is we have created an element canvas. We have given the size. This is why I have created this size variable as constant here. Uh, Maybe I need to keep it this way because it is now readable, and it is understood that it is a constant now. From the naming convention, it is uh, we are getting to know that this is constant. So this is okay. So this is yeah. So now we have provided the size like which is 500 for now, and canvas would be the same size of same size as the image. We took the 2D context. We have drawn the image, and that image will take from the uh, it will take all the objects and all the uh, uh, properties from the image which we have. So if we console log, we will get the actual image objects, which will have the size, which will have the src, and everything which is in the browser. And so there it is, the actual element of the image, so that is there. So and uh, no position change, and this is the same size like height and width. So this is it. Then we converted that canvas to blob. Once that is done, so blob is there. Once the blob is there, it is created, then we will add it to the clipboard with the write function. And when we add an image, we have to specify it as an array. Okay, we have to specify it is an array, and we have to add a new clipboard item. This is a clipboard item class, where you can define any type of blob. If we have a PDF or something, we can do that, but image is very image is supported. I don't know about PDF or text if we can copy and keep it on clipboard, but yeah, image we can, and that is how we have done. So that blob is set there. So now if I click on this copy image, so I'll just create again, generate, and copy. And if I, let's say I open my Canva, and I'll go here, and I just paste it. I have that QR code. So this is what I was talking about. And now also if I If I scan this, if I scan this, I will get the URL and it will open the website in my browser. Same. So this is it. So this is it. This is, I think we have achieved what we wanted of uh, uh, so we have achieved what we wanted for this video. Like we have discussed it in the initial point where we were targeting only 4 points, like taking a URL as an input, creating the QR code, adding functionality to download the image, and adding to the clipboard. So this is all done. Uh, I'll use it for some time. Then maybe in next video or in future videos, we will enhance this product or this app gradually. So there is no hurry. Okay, so this was it for this video. Thanks for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe.